How you guys doing? Today I want to talk about a specific match that I've honestly been falling in love with. I really am, especially if you're a free-to-play player and even a low spender that are looking for a bit of flexibility, a little bit of interesting match setups for your account. Because obviously I've got Lilia on screen and it isn't that hero because obviously everyone does not have access to her. But if you get into the further later on, right, season, you're going to get Thunderlyn. This is the new hottest topic everyone's been talking about. And obviously with Thunderlyn and Thalia together, they are absolutely a match made in heaven, right? Just because of the way the kits obviously synergize together. However, Thunderlyn is so good, I'm going to say it right now in this video, that if you're a free-to-play player and you are a low spender and you are a mage main, I would definitely invest into this hero because she is going to be one hero no matter what in G4, G5, G6. She's going to be in your lineup because of how much utility and just power she actually is bringing to your overall mage setup. And it's so good for a free-to-play player that I have been rocking Thunderlyn with the god almighty free-to-play king Waldyr. And honestly, I've got some reports to show you because obviously I sent them to Guns has been seeing them, and it's crazy to see how well these are doing, right? And this was before I even changed faction, because I've even got to the point, guys, where even me, an archer main, right, where I really want to get these merits now, right? I'm going to be honest, the Spearmen are great. They are the best, technically, archer unit for archers. However, the Flying Marksman unit, our Wyvern Riders, still to this day, to me, still isn't great for my account, especially for my account. Even though I've got T5 and stuff, my flyers, and especially the artifacts you need for them, in 100%. Especially you need good war pets if you're going to take advantage of that. However, Celestials are crazy, and especially most free-to-play players have them. So I've done the switch, I'm League of Order, and I've been rocking them, right? And Thunderlyn with my Waldyr has been honestly performing the best, right? So if I go over and when it wants to like populate, we go to the good old Guns noob. But you can see here 27,000 merits with this match. And this is a 5-1-1-1 Thunderlyn. And if you guys are wondering, oh, what about this report? Guys, look at how much I'm fucking hitting PvP marches. It's not infantry or anything bullshit like that. I am hitting marches, right? And I'm hitting some competitive marches too. This is bloody, look at this, guys, just not even hitting me back, right? And I'm taking so free trades, right? Even against some archer players. Look at this. It is so good. It's crazy. Just think, once you get your Thunderlyn even more, upgraded, you're going to get better, obviously, power on the shielding, obviously more power on the damage, you're getting better raw stats. But guys, this is crazy. And if you're a free-to-play player, especially a super low spender, and you're trying to find marches that are usable in different scenarios, because that is the one thing a lot of players struggle with, right? You might not have access to an account similar to mine, because I'm an archer main, and I've got Nico Awakened, Syndron Awakened, Zadar Awakened, my Mags 5551, like, everything for an archer account, I've got. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, it's sorted, basically, like, what you need. But you might not have that, and it's the same for a mage main. You might have a mage account with, expertise Lilia, expertise Faya, and expertise Bertrand, expertise Tohan, you know what I mean? And you might not have that because you're a free-to-play low spender, and you're trying to find if Thunderlyn can fit somewhere in your lineup with an Alwyn or an Atheist or even a Tara, right? And she really does, because the thing is with Thunderlyn, and I will show you a talent build in a second that I was running if you want to run her as a primary, and I'll show you the Waldyr build that I was running. But the fact is, you're making everyone take 15% increased damage for 2 seconds is so good. 40% march speed reduction, right? Which is great because this is a different march speed. You can see this is not Horror Frost or one of those type of effects. So depending on your march speed reduction, if you have a more, powerful march speed buff, it will override this, right? Healing factor, really good. You need healing factor if you want to sustain in the open field. And we're going to be talking about that in a second, in a future video, shall I say. Spoiler alert, because there's going to be a couple of Call of Dragons videos we're bringing out soon. Magic unit attack bonus, obviously the healing shield granting bonus. And this is what I'm saying, even if you triple 5 this hero, you get so much good stats that you can take advantage of with an Atheist, because you have healing in this hero and good single target damage and good extra rage generator. You can take advantage of it in a Waldyr, because Waldyr has an insane AoE ability that people really do sleep on. Because the thing is with Waldyr, compared to any other mage hero, because he is an epic, he doesn't suffer from diffused damage. And that is one thing a lot of players do not understand. That 700 damage hitting the target and 3 nearby enemies is a lot of damage. That's 2,800 damage, guys. Like, that is crazy, right? So it's so good. On top of that, right, you get the 600 shield. There's so much synergy there. So if you're a free-to-play player and you are wondering, is Thundelyn worth it for my account? I'm going to tell you right now, if you're a mage player, especially a mage player, yes, 100% she is, right? I'm not a mage player. And even myself, I'm looking at this hero like I might have to just awaken her, because she's going to be, I think, no matter what, that mage support you need in your 4-bomb, 5-bomb, no matter what, because of the fact that she has this taken damage reduction and taken damage bonus, and she's dealing some great damage, and she's slowing you down. Like, it is so good. It's basically like an improved version, if you think about it, of Indis's ability, right? It's just a better version of this. This is 20%, yes, 600 and 450, but the thing is that march speed reduction is so important in combat. People really don't understand that if you're getting slowed down, you're getting killed. It's the end of, it's as easy as that when it comes to this. This is such a good ability, man. Like, I never knew how good it were. And then obviously the fourth one, if you get an even 5 example, you could go 5-5-1-5 or even 5-1-5-5. Like, no matter where you put a 1, it feels good on this hero. That's what's good about her, right? When you go to a talent page, this is the talent page I have been running on her so far. And it's doing me justice, man. Like, especially the chant and the insult to injury is actually doing a lot of work with the actual lightning. It does seem to be proccing. And on top of that, if you put her with Lilia, you're going to be doing a lot more damage too, because of the Scorch, right? What I am going to be planning on doing, as you can see, is putting my points into magic speed and finishing off my build with more overall speed, just so I've got the match speed in there, because you can see I'm level 55, 5 points remaining, so we're almost done on the level 60, so we ain't got that many points remaining, so it's pretty easy to finish her off. But that is the build I will running on her primary, and my actual Waldyr page is just a standard Waldyr page, guys, what I would call anyway. This is my, I would consider the standard page now, right? Because you get some really good damage increase when he's primary, because you get to do the damage, increase your Thundelyn's AoE. She does a bunch more damage. It cycles across. I mean, obviously you hit even harder. You got Magic Maelstrom here too, making the defense strip, but we already run that on the other build. And honestly, Ecoclasm, even though I didn't mention this on the last one, I have noticed this is triggering so often. It is kind of crazy. So I would recommend actually rocking Ecoclasm over Elemental Boost, which 5.8% I have been doing. I've been doing this originally. I didn't like it. I'm going to be honest. I'm all down the Ecoclasm route. If you didn't want to go down one of these route builds, there is another build you can go down, which people have been testing, and it seems to do a lot of work, and I will build it right on screen for you guys so you can see what it is, right? So this is what I would call, and I was talking about this a long time ago on the channel. I'm talking like a year ago, and I'm glad people have experimented with it. But it's the Holy Trinity. So the Holy Trinity is going into each of the trees, but you're going specifically to grab these powerful keystones, because they are really powerful, especially if you can get 3 of the early ones all together in the right combination, right? So the way this one works is you're going to go over on the skill tree, you get the attack, you get the skill damage bonus, and then you obviously are going to grant yourself head held high here, right? This is going to give yourself some rage generation. You could choose to go down the rage route, but I would personally go for boiling blood in this build. You'll see why in a moment. You're going to have enough rage, I promise you, when it comes into it, right? Now, go to the magic tree. When you're in the magic tree, we're getting the HP, obviously, and we are going to get foresight. This is a different rage ability, which is so good, because you're going to be able to cast your skill, get 75 rage, and then your head held high can potentially trigger, because it's launching normal attacks, meaning you're not going to over rage on your turns, which is really, really important. Here, I would also go for Intimidation, increasing that skill damage bonus, and then going for Magic Maelstrom. And now this is where the Holy Trinity finishes, because you're going to go into the attack tree here, grab your good old friend March Speed, because we don't have any March Speed at the moment. If you do choose to, as a little constellation, you can grab the 15% March Speed here. It just means you are sacrificing your Rage Gen for Foresight, and if you are doing that, I would recommend Spirit of Rage if you're doing that build. So I just want to kind of throw that in there. But with this now, you can do two things, and this is the way I went with this build, and it is kind of scary because you go for more skill damage bonus and then finish off with Armor of Valor. You got 1 point, you can put the point wherever you want. I would recommend in the Magic Speed, because it is the highest one, no matter where you look on here, that's going to give you March Speed. So you need something, I would put it there. You can choose wherever you like. Honestly, your heart is your desire. But this is the build. And this is terrifying because you're getting 5% here, 4% plus 4. So you're getting over, what is it, 13% hero skill damage, which is kind of cracked, plus a bonus over here, which is 8% more. Then you're dealing 3% more, and you're stripping their defense every time you're triggering your skill. So this is a super scary build with a bunch of attack involved, and you're getting the HP too. You can see why people are running it, and it's called the Holy Trinity. So this is another build. If you wanted to run Waldyr Primary with that Thundelyn, I would recommend that one too, because it is a very good talent tree with her, I'm going to be honest, right? So with that, what is the final thing to talk about? It's the artifact, right? So the artifact, the Thunder Elegy, I've tried it so far, even at level 4 edge, you can see it 5-star, and it's doing okay. It's doing okay. The actual big selling point of the artifact is the ring. However, the one thing I really will struggle with is I'm not using it as much as I thought I would be at the moment. And maybe it will be down the line. I might, change that. And that's because on this match, if you're running a Thundelyn and a Waldyr, or like Thundelyn and, Atheist, you name it, right? I'm more running either the Tear of Arbon or the Phoenix Eye, right? I'm running one of these two artifacts no matter what. And these two are doing the best, I'm going to be honest, the best for this match, because this is giving you sustain, and it's reducing the incoming damage from like counterattacks and even other, splash damage from AoE. And Phoenix Eye is just giving you obviously straight up more damage, so you're getting more positive trades. I personally had better stuff going with the Phoenix Eye over the Tear of Arbon personally, right? And then when it comes to your pet, I would just recommend the best pet you've got. Obviously, if you have a Seraphic Phaedrake that you're working on, whack that one on, right? But stuff even like the Sapphire Phaedrake still works, guys, because you're going to be running a Valen, well, Waldyr, you know what I mean? So you're running a hero that is going to be applying Hoarfrost / the Frost mechanics down the line. So that's pretty much it. I hope you guys have enjoyed the video on Thundelyn. I was going to show you one last report on here, because obviously we've got a bunch of reports here, right? But this is another one, look, 24.3k with Waldyr Primary with Thundelyn there. Again, Waldyr Primary with Thundelyn. So if you look, I am running more Waldyr Primary with that tree that you saw earlier, and it's doing really good. Like, if I keep scrolling up, you can see so many reports, but this was the initial one, which I did with a level 50 Thundelyn. It won't boot up because it's too old, but I was with a level 51, right, compared to these ones now, which are higher one. So I hope you guys have enjoyed it. Let me know your thoughts. Do you guys really like Thundelyn? Do you guys enjoy Thundelyn? Is she that hero that you were honest to God were expecting to come, or did you think you was expecting the mags of majors to come? Let me know in the comment section down below. It's been a pleasure. It's been me, MrSneakyy, here on Call of Dragons. Until the next one, stay safe, stay sneaky. Peace out.